Come on in to Sister's Tarot. Gather round, everyone. I have here my trusty magic 8-ball. Let's take a look inside, see what it has to show us today. This is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave out the rest. If you don't resonate with the reading, feel free to check out my other videos. You may have some messages there. Now, without further ado, let's start the reading. I call upon you, Heavenly Father, asking that you bring down the message or messages meant for the collective, and to protect me as I give them their message or messages, and to protect them as they receive it. Please and thank you. I ask this in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm going to do what is being manifested spread. Hope everybody was doing good all this week, all these past weeks. It's good to be back. And considering, I'm sure you may or may not saw my post I put up. Yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of starting this channel officially, because the first video. And also my 40th birthday yesterday. So I had 2 things to celebrate yesterday. Too many cards. It's funny too, because my dad's birthday's the 6th, 2 days before mine. He got me back for his birthday. Because I was picking on him because he just turned 73. And I was just, as a joke, I sent him a gift, sent the gift with not a gift, G-I-F. With somebody blowing out the candles, I had to use a fire extinguisher. And he reminded me, your birthday's Sunday. So on my birthday, making sure that I'm going to be around, I knew he was getting me back. I just laughed at it, because I knew I deserved that one after that. He said, okie dokie, old lady, with the little balloon emoji. Little red balloon. But as soon as he did that, I was like, yeah, I asked for that one. I always thought it was cool because our birthdays are 2 days apart. So we always tell each other happy birthday on each other's birthday, along with telling each other too, so. Okay, too many cards. At the bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Wands. I had to look at that better because the way it's written there. Okay, let's see. Make sure I have this in good camera view. notice if I don't check, and I think it's in view. I find out later it's not. Okay. As you can see for cards anyway, it resembles a person. Okay. These two cards represent the heart of what's being manifested. This is the head of what's being manifested. This is what God or the universe is bringing or manifesting. This is what you're manifesting, and this is what's to come next. Now, these two cards that's represented by the heart of what's being manifested. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse and 8 of Cups. So right away, what I'm picking up is you're walking away. Your heart is manifesting, bringing yourself out of an unhappy situation, because this is not your wish fulfillment that you're in a situationship that you're in right now. So you're walking away from it. So you're manifesting your way out of it, a bad situation. Now, the head of what's being manifested, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. So things are going to go in the way that you would hope to in your mindset. So your mind is in a good place. So that's a good thing. With the Wheel of Fortune being in the upright with the mind, the head of what's being manifested. So everything's going to work in your favor by you walking away and manifesting your way out of a bad situation that is not making you happy. And it certainly is not your wish fulfillment, much less your heart's content. Now, this here represents the two, what God or the universe is bringing or manifesting. We have the 2 of Swords. It's helping you, God in the universe is bringing you a manifestation of helping you to see clarity in the situation. So that way you can see clearly how to navigate your way out of a situation that's not good for you and it's not serving your greatest good. And by doing so, I'm picking up with this garbage pail kid. It looks like a butterfly. She's coming out of the cocoon and soaring out. So by doing this is going to help you to transform in a great way. So by you being able to see things more clearly and not feel blinded by the situation anymore, you'll be able to free yourself and to soar to greater heights because of it. Because you're no longer staying in something that's holding you back or holding you down, that is not serving your greatest good. Now we have over here what you're manifesting, the Empress. So you're manifesting your way into stepping more into your divine feminine energy and in your divine power. This can also resonate with the divine masculine. So take it however it resonates, whether it's you manifesting your way into your divine feminine or divine masculine. So this can be also represent the Emperor too. Just take it however it resonates with you. But regardless, it's helping you to step. You're trying to manifest your way into stepping more into your power and being more of who you're meant to be. And by doing all of this and all this coming together and God and the universe working with you, what's to come next is justice. Justice will be served for you, and everything will be balanced back out again. And you'll be standing more, you're going to be standing more in who you are, in your power. Because even though this looks like snot, like I'm picking up between the Empress and what's to come next, you feeling more powerful because you're standing more in your power. Not because of power hungry, no. True power is standing in your own power, not needing someone else's. Because real power is just standing in your power and that being enough. And that is what you're about to come into because you know this. And that's going to make you more powerful because of it. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands. So you're going to feel free. You're going to have a free spirit again and feel free to go and be you. By being able to release yourself from the situation, you're going to free yourself and you're going to feel like the free spirit you really are, because you are going to release yourself from this burden that you've been under that was not your best interest. And you're going to bloom because of it and soar to greater heights and transform into your greatest person and greatest self and into your divine power and divine feminine or divine masculine, and be powerful for doing so by making these power moves and manifesting your way into a better life for yourself. So your livelihood has not been the greatest, is what I'm getting. And by doing what's best for you, you're going to be stepping more into your power by doing so, because this will be a power move for yourself, because you'll be able to see things more clearly and be able to do what is right for you and yourself. And it's not, and you've come to learn it's not selfish for you to think for yourself or think about yourself. Not think for yourself, but think for, maybe I said that for a reason. So maybe somebody is struggling to think for themselves, and this is all going to help you learn how to think for yourself again. So with that being said, whoever that resonates with, this will also help you to learn to make your own decisions again, and not be able to feel like you have to rely on someone else to make decisions for you. And maybe there was a form of manipulation involved. Therefore, that's why you could not think for yourself. But you stepping more into your power by leaving a situation that is not for your highest good, with the Nine of Cups in reverse. This is not something that is making you happy in any way. It's not your wish fulfillment. And you know this, that's why you're leaving this situation. And with this birds here, and what I picked up altogether, this is, and what I'm picking up with that, with this, you're really going to, with all of this, you're going to soar and be free like the birds, because you're freeing yourself from the cage that you've been binded and caged into, is what I'm picking up. And also with this green leaf right here, and I'm also picking up with this new moon phase here, you're going to have new beginnings along with these, because you've seen the sprout of these leaves here. So you're going to have a new beginning because of it. It's just the peak of a new moon. It like, not the new moon phase of the first phase, but the second phase, when you start seeing the peak. And things are really going to start illuminating for you, and you can see things between that clearly now, and you are not going to feel indecisive on your decisions, because you can think for yourself. You're no longer having someone or people try to decide who you are and what you should do. You are now learning how to step more into your divine feminine and think for yourself, and therefore do things in the way that's best for you. And it's not selfish to think about yourself, because you got to take care of yourself. So by doing this, you're showing yourself self-love and self-care. And you come to see in your heart that you deserve better than the situation. And that this Wheel of Fortune in your mind, what's being manifested, you are seeing a better future for yourself. So you're going to be able to manifest a better future for yourself, because you're manifesting your way out of this situation. And now you can see things more clearly with this being manifested, to where you can now see that you really do have a brighter future by leaving that situation that's no longer serving you. And justice will be on your side. And justice will be served. And with this right here showing up, I'm seeing that you're seeing the brighter side of things, just like what I was picking up there, a combination of the two. So things will really work out in your favor. I was picking up with something right here. That almost looks like a bubble wand. And then that looks like little wishes. So maybe you've made some, you're following you're following your wish fulfillment now, is what I'm getting. So you left what was not your wishful fulfillment, and you're going to step more into that. And with that bubble here, you're going to feel more free, like a child again. Why? Because you're not going to feel binded down by something that no longer serves you. So it's like experiencing life all over again as a child would, because you are now freeing yourself from burdens and things that no longer serve you. And you will be more lifelike, is what I'm picking up, because of it. I want to see if there's anything I'm getting overall before moving on to the oracle. I'm picking up at one time you felt like you were in a bubble. And you're freeing yourself out of that bubble. So that's another reason why I was picking up that then too. You're freeing yourself by releasing yourself out of that bubble you were in. You were put in a bubble, and now you're breaking free out of that bubble. So you can feel free and live your life in a free way, because you're meant to have free will. So therefore you're going to be free to live your life in the way that you know that is best for you and that you're meant to do. I'm also picking up with these little, excuse me, looks like little flies right here. So there's a situation that's going to be like the saying, a fly on the wall. So seeing things from a different perspective is what I'm getting from that. So by you seeing things from a different perspective will also give you more clarity and help you to see that there is a way out of a situation. So now that you can see clearly, you can see that, you'll be able to come out of that and you'll rise above it. I'm going to shake the table. Okay. I believe that's all I'm getting from this part of the reading. So we'll move on to the oracle now. Okay, we're going to start with the divine love messages. Sometimes I imagine how my life with you would feel. So whoever you're connected with, sometimes you or the other person sometimes imagines how yours or their life with you would feel, you or them would feel. But since it says you, more than likely it's what they're feeling. But it can still be vice versa. Take it however it resonates. And give me a minute. I need my glasses. So I don't just sit there and just. Yeah. Okay. I think my eye will cooperate today, so I can. Now I have smudges. Just give me a second. Okay. So you're not necessarily connected with somebody, and it's what I'm picking up. It's somebody that you would like to be connected to, or someone would like to be connected to you. And you sit there and imagine how life would feel by being together. So even if whether you've already connected in some way, you're not physically for this to be in this situation. So take it however it resonates with you. And I'm also picking up it's a potential romantic situation with this rose here, because it's pulling more to my attention. I think of you whenever I feel lost in my life. So at this time, you or the other person is feeling lost at this time, from time to time, and it's making you or the other person feel to think of you most at that time. So what I'm picking up from that, this is stemming from a place of loneliness. So with that being said, don't ever choose to be with someone out of loneliness with that. Always choose for the right reasons. So if you're choosing to want to be with somebody, do it for the right reasons, not because of out of loneliness and in some way that way, in that way. So you need to learn to be more complete within yourself. So especially what I was picking up with the main tarot, as you're stepping more into your divine feminine or masculine, or divine femininity or masculinity, and your divine power, you're also needing to learn to choose wisely now. So whether that was picking up a bad situation because you were in a bad relationship or homestead, take it how it resonates with you. Because it could be just because of family issues, not necessarily relationship, but because of this coming into the fold. I'm picking up, don't make the same bad decisions you have in the past where you chose people or to be in a relationship out of being lost or not knowing who you are. That's what I'm picking up. Learn to become whole within yourself at this time. So as you're coming out of that, don't even worry about love at this time. Learn to love yourself and embrace yourself at this time. Because until you learn how to do that, you're not going to be able to properly love someone else. And you're not going to know what you deserve. See, if you choose to look for love through other people, you'll never have the love you deserve. By getting to know yourself and truly be able to step, if you really want to step in your power as you're trying to manifest, and for that to come next, the advice here is that you need to learn to love yourself in a way that you deserve. Because if you don't do that, you won't know what you deserve in love. You'll attract the same case that you got out of. So if you want that new start, you're going to have to start with yourself. Self-reflection is needed here. Go deep within yourself. Go into a meditative state and really reflect. And there you'll connect more with God as well. And you can see more of what he's trying to show you with what God is manifesting, or the universe, with the Two of Swords. It's getting you out of indecision of not knowing how to see things clearly. And in order to see things more clearly, you're going to have to go inward. And by going inward, you'll be able to work on yourself. Do that shadow work. Because without that shadow work, you're not going to properly heal. You're just going to it's like putting a band-aid over a big wound. And all that's going to do is just make the matters worse, or make matters worse. So if you really want to bloom like these roses, you're going to have to do the inner work. Don't just keep shoving it to the side. Don't brush it under the rug. Don't let the elephant in the room, so to speak, get so big that you can't even move around. Metaphorically speaking, of course. So if you really want to become your divine feminine or divine masculine and truly step into your power, you're going to have to do the work. Because I'm really picking up strongly, somebody has been avoiding doing their work on themselves, and they're seeking it in other people. And that is not going to give you what you deserve. And not only is it not fair to you, more importantly, is also, well, just as importantly, it's not fair to the other person. You have to do the work on yourself. Don't brush it under the rug, even if it gets hard. Because let me tell you something, the best things in life do not come easy. If you want something good for yourself, you're going to have to put in the work on yourself. I'm not trying to scold you. I'm coming from a place of not only concern, but trying to be helpful, because what I'm picking up here. If you really want better in your life and to manifest better, you're going to have to become better. And in order to become better, you're going to have to connect to yourself and see your self-worth. You're not going to find it outward. You're going to only find it inward. So take it inward, so that way you can have what you deserve in love. So whenever I'm picking up strongly right here with whenever I feel lost in my life, more of that. So when you feel lost, it's because you've lost yourself. You've lost your way, and the only way to find your way back to yourself is to go inward and do the inward work. Connect to yourself spiritually. Work on your chakras. Do the meditation. Do the inner work. And by doing so, you will transform in the way you're really meant to. And really transform into that better version of yourself. So to fully stand in your power is to first work on yourself and have that self-love that you need. Because until you learn to do that, you're not going to have what you deserve. Because you're not going to know what you deserve. And the only way you can know what you deserve is to go inward and seek what you seek. It's inward, not outward. So do that inner work and help free yourself. The only way to free yourself is to go inward and find where you're lost so you can be found, and then transform into who you truly are. I'm going to move on and see what else is coming through. I felt that strongly, that message is coming through with picking that up, and I wasn't going to hold it back. So if I come across as a little too, well, it's meant to come across that way. I know my tones on that. The reason why I'm trying to be, some people can misunderstand my way of saying things. So I'm just saying it out of a concerning way, not scolding. I feel tired of hiding my true feelings from you. Well, again, you might have an interest in someone, is what I'm picking up. But again, you have to find it in yourself first. Stop seeking it outward. Because you wouldn't hide your feelings for someone, for instance, if you already knew what you deserve. You would let it show. And you wouldn't be afraid to let it show. So you're stemming from a fear factor because you have not done the inner work that's needed. And at the bottom of the deck we have, I've been working on my self-love and self-worth. So obviously you're coming to realize this. So with that unfolding, this is where you were, and this is where you're coming to. You're finally coming to. So you're already making that leeway. So that's a good thing. So with that unfolding is showing that you truly are working on that. But that's something that you obviously you have to continue to work at. So further it farther by continue to doing so. So with it first starting out that way and now it's ending with this card, it's now showing itself that this is where you were and have dealt with, but you're now learning how to work on your self-love and self-worth by doing the inner work. So keep doing that if that's what you're doing. And if that's not where you're at and the first scenario is still in your present, this is what you're going to come into by doing that inner reflection and work. By doing that work, you will see your self-love and your self-worth. So that just pretty much backs up what I just said there. So either you're finally realizing it and you're starting the work, or this is what you're about to come into by having this guidance and you take the advice that's given to you because it's your choice to take it. You'll be able to have that. So whichever side of the spectrum you're on, take it however it resonates. You know which way it goes for you. So overall in that, keep doing it if that's what you're doing. And if not, this is what you need to do. And this will be the reward for you. Self-love and self-worth. Okay, now we're going to move on to the new oracle cards that I was saying in my last video that I did, that I was going to wait to present to you. This is my new oracle deck. This is that I just got. Beyond Lemuria. I hope I'm saying that right. Oracle cards. And this is it even comes with a little booklet. So this is what I'm going to do for the other. So I have new cards for the channel now. So just flip all over the place. But see, that's how they look. It has great detail there. Okay. I messed up the tablecloth. Oh, well, it'll be alright. Let's get started on this. These cards are hard for me to shuffle, just saying. These things are so big. And my hands are so tiny. I mean, it's just... I really do have small hands. Okay, now we have root chakra, ground and century. That's the way it shows. I don't know if it's supposed to really be ground and centered. But anyway, so obviously this is also backing up. Start with your root chakra and work your way up. Because you definitely need to start from your root chakra. Because for one thing, your root chakra is where the fear is at. Work on that and work your way up through your chakras. And meditate. You can find different videos on YouTube that'll help you with that. And you can get books on it. As I've said many times, or a few times on this channel. For those of you that don't know, I'm just saying it again. So, really get yourself grounded at this time. It's also what I'm picking up. Do the groundwork. Start with your root chakra and work your way up. And this will help you overcome the fears. Because, truth be said and known, the hardest thing in life that you'll ever face is yourself and your inner demons. So, it is not an easy thing to do. But you have to in order to overcome these challenges within yourself. Because you're going to continue to keep the cycle going if you don't do the inner work and analyze it to release yourself from it. You really have to self-reflect. So that your next relationship, for instance, will be more of what you deserve. But right now, the focus needs to be on you. Not relationships, but on you. Because you're what's important here. And it's not selfish for you to do. It's okay to care about yourself. So do the self-love and self-healing because you deserve that. You need to be your first love before you can have true love. And I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from. So in order to have true love, you have to be your first love. Your first priority, and learn to love yourself truly, to have true love. Because if you don't know how to truly love yourself, you can't have true love. So whatever is going inward can reflect outward. So if you want true love, you have to truly love yourself first. Because that's where love begins. It's within you. It begins and ends with you. So really work on that. And continue to work on that if you already started. And if you haven't, this is the advice to do. And this, again, your reward will be self-love and self-worth. And knowing it, what you deserve. So before you even consider a new love, be your own love for yourself. That needs to be your new love right now. Yourself. So, get to know yourself fully. I'm also picking up, there's actually 2 videos that I have that you might resonate, that might help you. It's 2 spiritual messages type of videos that I had that you could benefit from. And the title of being unconditional love, and the unconditionally love yourself one, like unconditional love, and to know thyself, to be true to thyself, to know thyself. So check those 2 videos out if you're resonating with this. This could be beneficial for you. I'm going to take that there. Soul Star Chakra, merging with the divine. So really get to know yourself on a soul level. And that's where you're going to shine like a star, by tapping into your soul. That's what I'm picking up. And that will help you merge into the divine feminine, divine masculine, and into your power fully, by tapping into your soul more. And not on a surface level, but deep within your soul, so you can shine bright like the star. Because that's where you're going to shine your brightest, by tapping more, getting more familiar with your soul on a soul level, and getting in tune with that. Beyond the mind. So again, that's just backing itself up. Go beyond your mind and into your soul. Come out of your head space and into your soul. Because that's where you're going to truly find yourself, is in your soul. Not in your mind, your soul. That's where you will find yourself. So you do not feel lost. And see, this soul star chakra being right underneath, I think of you whenever I feel lost in my life. See, this right here shows you're not ready for new love right there. Because if you're only thinking of someone whenever you feel lost in life, that's an indication you're not ready for new love. You need to love yourself first. That needs to be your new love. That's your new relationship you need to have, is yourself. Because so you can truly learn to love yourself, so you can have true love in your life, as I already stated. So think beyond your mindset and tap more into your soul. Come out of your head and into your soul. Into your heart space and in your soul. And that is where you're going to find yourself, and you won't be lost. And you won't be afraid to show your true feelings of love either by doing so. For one, you can't love somebody from your mind. Your mind is incapable of loving. It thinks logically. The mind cannot comprehend love. So that's your first indication you're definitely not ready for love if you're still in your mindset. You cannot love from your mind. You want to love wholeheartedly and soulfully with someone and get to know them on a spiritual level. But you cannot get to know someone on a spiritual level until you learn how to know yourself first on a soul and spiritual level. So if you want that, that is what you're going to have to do. Come out of your head space and into your soul and tap into your heart. That is where you're going to find yourself. Your soul wants you to find yourself. So that is where you will find yourself, and you will not be lost anymore. Is by tapping into your heart and your soul, because that is also where you will find, be able to connect to God, is through spirit. Not in your mind, but in spirit, in heart, in soul, in the deeper aspects of yourself. And it will free you on a spiritual level. With that being at the bottom of the deck of tarot, the Knight of Wands, it will free yourself. You will be set free, and you will feel free like the Knight of Wands, because it's also being free in the spirit with that. And you will be able to freely live the way you authentically should live. And live your truest self, your truest life. And you can see the brighter future, or continue to if you've already been doing the work. So continue to do so, if not. Now at the bottom of the deck we have furred and feathered friends. So connect more with nature, is what I'm getting. And also, with the whole furred and feathered friends, also connecting with animals would be good for you too. So get out in nature more. Get out of your head and get out in nature more and connect more spiritually. And that's where you'll become more in tune and get more on a soul level with yourself. So with that being said, we'll move on to the energy oracle now. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So this will also help you speak up for yourself more. That's what I'm picking up. Because I'm also picking up with the whole not being able to think for yourself was what I was picking up. If you can't think for yourself, you're not going to be able to speak up for yourself. So, in order to be able to do these things, this inner work will help you to be able to free yourself, to learn to speak for yourself, to take up for yourself, to speak up whenever somebody, or let's say for instance, someone comes to you and puts you down, or makes you feel bad, or puts you, comes across in not a good way, or crosses your boundaries, or disrespects you. By doing this work, it'll help you learn how to speak up for yourself, set your boundaries, and keep people from being able to run all over you and run amok. So, this inner work will really benefit you, because this is where you'll stand more in your power, so you can learn how to speak up for yourself. So you can be strong, and your voice will even be strong, because you will be strong. The stronger you are, the stronger you will be able to take up for yourself. So if you want that, this inner work will help you to transform into that person. But you have to be willing to face yourself, and to continue to facing yourself if you're already started. Because it will help you step more into your power and help you learn who you truly are on a soul level. Because you're not going to find yourself outward, you're not going to find yourself in your mind or any of that. You're going to have to find it on a soul level. So if you really want that, you're going to have to tap into that heart and that soul space. There is no other way around it. Don't be afraid to go deep within yourself. You're not going to find it on a surface level. You're going to have to learn, if you haven't already, how to go deep within. And yes, it can be scary, but you know what? In the long run, it will make you stronger for doing so. Because once you learn how to face yourself, that will make you stronger than you will ever know. If you can learn how to truly face yourself and work on that inner demon, so to speak, and really do the shadow work and really work through it. Because the only way out is through. So you got to keep pushing through, or start pushing through if you haven't already started. Oh, and you'll also be able to make better judgment calls by doing so, because you'll be able to get more in touch with your intuition. Okay, now I'm just gonna make a tower here. Oh, okay, I got something off that. Yes, it's gonna be a tower moment for you for doing this work, but the tower must fall. You can't build build upon a faulty foundation. Everything happens for a reason, like that. So, with that being said, the tower must fall, or you're not going to be able to. You can't build on that faulty foundation, because if it's on a faulty foundation, it's just going to crumble and fall again, and then you're left with nothing. So, Let it finish falling. Break away the old foundation and build a new one to build upon. Because that's where you're going to have to, again, the root chakra. Start from the ground up in order to fully heal yourself and get to know yourself. And each time you do that, you'll get to know yourself even more. Because every time you think you know yourself, keep going inward. You'll find out you get to know yourself more and more and more. Just when you think there's no more layers to go through, think again, because there's many layers to go through and many veils to unveil, so that way you can truly see things for what they really are. So go through the many layers of unveiling who you truly are and get to really know yourself more and more and more. So just when you think you know yourself, when you keep going inward, you'll find out you know yourself even more. You find out something new about yourself. And when you do that, you can find your weaknesses and turn them into strengths, and find where your strengths are and make them stronger. And that right there will help you grow and to flourish and heal fully. Even though there's always a healing process, because there's so many layers to go through. But the more you're willing to do it, the more you're going to heal, and the more you're going to feel whole within yourself, and the more you won't feel like you're longing for someone else to fill those holes. Because true love starts within you. So you're going to have to tap that into that to further yourself in life, period. There's no way around it. Then we have this in reverse. Woman holding a coin in reverse. So you're feeling, I'm picking up, you're not feeling grounded along with this root chakra. And the reason why you're not feeling grounded right now is because you need to work on the foundation. You can't have a strong foundation on a faulty one. You're going to have to and again, I keep saying it, but I'm saying it for a reason, because I keep feeling it needs to be the main focus at this moment. So you make sure you do so. Finish letting that tower fall, even though it gets hard, keep doing it. So you can be able to break away that old foundation and sweep it away and start brand new. And build a new foundation to build upon. And see, here's the thing too. Just when you think that the tower will stop falling, even when you feel like you've had a strong foundation, it can still break down. Why? Because you won't know what's left to break away. It's continual breaking down, building up, breaking down, building up. That breaking down, building up is going to help you to chisel away what no longer serves you, and building you up to be stronger and a better version of yourself, and really make you see become more strong on all levels. Because you can't become your strong version by still carrying on things that's bringing you down. Because if you still have these weaknesses just continuously weighing down on you, it's going to hold you down, like pull you down. So in order to fully be able to heal and keep moving forward, you're going to have to break that down, allow it to break down. So when that tower falls again, don't resist it, go with it. Because the more you resist, it's like hitting a brick wall. You're not going to, it's just going to, that's exactly what you're going to get right here, just constantly. So work with it, just, and then just let it fall the way it's meant to, and work with it, not against it. And that would be your wisest decision. Don't resist, go with it. And that will really help you break away what's left to break away. So even with as much healing as I have done, for instance, I constantly have tower moments still, because there's still things to break away. You have to break. It's breaking down, building up, breaking down, building up, because that's exactly what helps you become the better version of yourself, by allowing that to happen. Because you can't you can't keep carrying in the old and continue on with the new. You're constantly having to let go of something, because you have to make room for the new, because life is always changing. Therefore, you are always changing. And if you resist change, you're going to really make things harder on yourself. Things are meant to change for a reason. If you notice, there's always change. And God has placed it into having things to be changed. Why? I mean, we wouldn't have seasons. We have seasons for a reason. Because we're meant to change. Things are meant to change, evolve, and become something new, and transform. And if you stay the same and stay in your comfort zone, you can't grow and you can't flourish, and therefore you will wilter instead of bloom like the flower. You either can be the wilting flower or you can be the growing, flourishing flower. That's up to you and the decision you decide in making. Am I going to do what's right for me, or am I going to just keep holding myself back because you're getting in your own way? That's exactly what you'll do if you don't continue the work or get on that path of doing so. So, just do the inner work. And there you'll find the blessings that God has for you too, because you'll start seeing the silver lining of things. And then we have broken heart. Being underneath beyond the mind, you'll be able to mend your broken heart by doing this. Because it's not going to just happen, first of all, it's not going to happen overnight. 2, it's not going to happen by itself. So, you're going to have to get out of your mindset and into your heart space and into a soul level in order to mend that broken heart. And don't rely on other people to do it. It's your job. It's yours. You are meant to mend your broken heart. And also, God is close to the brokenhearted. So God will be there. You just have to call out to Him. He's there. He never will leave you nor forsake you. So just tap in and you'll find God there and help you through this. You don't have to truly do it alone. You're not doing it alone doing that. Because once you know that God is there with you, you're not truly alone to begin with to be lost. So do the inner work. Connect with God in this way more. And you'll have a better relationship with God by doing this too. And see God from a more spiritual standpoint as well. And then we have Angel of Love. So also accept the guidance that the angels give you, especially when you also have Archangel Gabriel here. It'll help you mend your broken heart by listening to the guidance that you get. So if you get angel numbers or messages, whatever have you, or whatever guidance that you were given in some form of synchronicity or whatever, listen to it. That is a loving way of helping you to see what you need to work on and really guide you and help you to blossom. And remember, God is love. So by learning that, you'll know how to love yourself too, because by tapping into that loving space, you can connect more with God, who is love. And therefore you can learn how to truly love yourself in order to truly have real love, true love. So do the inner work. Accept the guidance and loving help from God and the angels that's guiding you to help you through this. And really allow yourself to be set free by doing this. By doing this will set you free. I want to see if there's an overall message before I move until I close the message. I'm also hearing wide awake. So you've had your eyes shut and now they are wide awake. You can see things more clearly, or you will be. Again, with the whole, where God of the universe is bringing or manifesting the 2 of Swords, you're going to be more wide awake. No longer in slumber to what's going on in who you are, and get to know yourself on a deeper level. And really get to know yourself. And also this can also help you learn to leave your situation more. Or I'm also picking up it's probably best that you leave that bad situation first, so that way you can fully focus on you to do so. Listen to the guidance that God and the angels are showing you on what you should do. Seek first the kingdom of God. He will help you. And listen to your intuition. Well, that being said, that is all I'm getting from the reading. I really hope this helped someone or people in some way, and this will help you to flourish and become the best versions of yourself for the greater good for you and in general. Because by you learning how to be more love, you will then reflect real love and know how to love others, not just relationship, just in general, and being more of a loving person and caring person. Car horn confirmation. I don't know if that picked up on the camera or not, but I heard car horn. But anyway, that is all from this reading. I hope this resonated. Thank you for tuning in. And then be sure to turn on the notification bell so you know each time I upload a new video. And like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, God bless.